What's going on YouTube? Uberman here, another day, a brand new project for you guys. Right behind me is the 2002 Mercedes ML320. Let's go have a look at it. So, as you guys saw in the previous video, it was a little bit of work to get it going. Sorry for the obstructions here, but we'll pull it out for you here in just a little bit. Just do a quick walk around real quick. We did get it cleaned up. Tim worked on the inside quite a bit, and he got the rims and tires all cleaned up, and it looks pretty good. It really does. What I'm so shocked about is how well this thing drove, even on the highway. It definitely needs one tire. It honestly needs a set. Yeah, it needs a set. That tire is not much better. See how this one looks over here. Okay, so the back ones are Bridgestone Duelers, and quite honestly, we could probably get away with keeping the back tires on it for a while. Let's see how this front one looks here. This is a Goodyear. This is actually the best tire on the car, so this is a recent replacement. So honestly, we could technically get away with putting one tire on it. Maybe we could find another one just like this. I don't know. Probably go to the junkyard, see if we can find anything. She cleaned up nice. She really did. And I know some of you guys get really upset that I call cars she's. What was that? Someone just clicked the damn button. Oh, there's Tim. We did a few things to it yesterday without you guys. Number one was putting new batteries in the fob, and then relearning the fob to the car. We got some more cleaning to do. We got a lot of stuff back here. We got a carburetor cleaner. Anybody that's a mechanic, you gotta have a lot of carburetor cleaner. WD-40 is a necessity. We've also got starting fluid. We've got 10 quarts for this. This thing holds, according to what I read online, and I'm still not sure I believe it, but you know, Mercedes, right? 10 quarts of European zero weight 40 for this bad boy. We got a filter, more fluid. We got to clean this engine cover. This thing is absolutely filthy. We got some tools. We replaced a whole bunch of bulbs. Let me tell you, in contrast to the Cadillac, this thing is great. The bulbs for the license plate light just have a couple screws in them. The tail lights got 2 screws. They come right out. Like this thing was so much easier to change the light bulbs and so much more user friendly, DIY friendly, I should say. So here she is. Let's see the, she's still locked. Let me unlock it for you. There we go. It's actually a really clean, really good running, solid driving vehicle. I am so impressed with this thing. I really am. You can see there's a cover, probably like a wood grain looking cover missing from here for your cup holders. So we need to try to, cigarette lighter and possibly what used to be an ashtray. I didn't know that was there. You got rear heat and air controls right here, your rear windows right here. We need to find the cover for that. A few little cosmetics. What I actually do like, believe it or not, is this cup holder. It's got some pretty strategically placed cup holders. I like it. I like having my cup right here. It actually works out very, very well. Now the seats, they leave some to be desired. That one right there. Maybe we can find some seats at the junkyard. I don't know. Whatever used to go here, there's some cover or something missing. This is broken, I think. Maybe we can find one that's got whatever all of this is. I don't even know. This is probably okay. We need to get the cover for this, and we need to open this up. It's stuck closed. Pop the hood for you real quick. This window is still, all the other windows work, sunroof works. This window goes up and down, but as soon as you lower it, it comes off track. So that's something we're gonna have to figure out. Probably could use an alignment. Oh, I'll tell you what it does need. It needs hood shocks. Now I've already ordered the hood struts for this. They're like 22 bucks. So it's got the original hood shocks on it right here. Like I said, we got the new ones. We did clean the engine the other day. We decided it was just too dirty. And we did like we done the last Mercedes on the S600, and we sprayed the living crap out of it with, with degreaser and a pressure washer. Here's your coils right here. You can clearly see the coils are real easy to get to on the top of this thing. I love it. I don't see anything leaking, and the belt, the air compressor bypass is still working out. There's the new belt that bypasses the AC compressor. So everything seems to be good. We need to check the air filter. We'll do that on camera with you guys real quick and see if we need to replace this air filter. I would assume it probably does need replaced. It doesn't look like this car was very well maintained. You can see the way it's been sucked up in there like that. This filter is, look at this. It's come apart. Yeah, this is no good. The filter's not overly dirty though. I mean, it's not horrible, but we do need to replace the filter. So we'll get a new filter. Probably need to replace the cabin air filter. We got some new windshield wipers on the front and the back. We put in new headlights, new turn signal lights. Today, we're gonna change the oil. So that's what we need to get to right now. Looks like the coolant is about where it needs to be. It's a little bit low, but not much. Put some wiper fluid in it, whatever, what do you want to call it? Windshield wiper fluid. Fill up the coolant, change the air filter, get this oil changed because the oil in this thing is just, it's black. It's really bad. That's pretty nasty. So let's get that done. All right, so here is the passenger front wheel, and right here is the drain bolt for the oil pan. Get you at another angle right there. You see it's got blue all over it from where somebody has changed the oil before. We got our drain pan, and you don't even have to jack this thing up, man. Literally, you just come under here. I don't know what this is for. That's a 1/2-inch drive ratchet. That ain't gonna work for the drain bolt. We've got the cap off right here. We got the dipstick pulled out just a hair. And I'll be quite honest with you, I don't even, oh, there's the filter. I was gonna say, I don't even know where the filter is, but this is a cartridge type filter. So the filter is gonna be in here. We probably take a regular oil wrench socket that I have and get that off. Just jerk that sucker like you ain't never jerked before. Jerk it hard. There you go. There you go. Wait, hold on. You're tightening it, bro.
You're the one who set the ratchet.
No, that's all you, man.
Uh-huh.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's definitely loosening.
Come on, man. You don't know the direction to loosen the damn bolt?
Now listen here, sir.
Jeez. All right.
This is going to get all over this.
Well, let me move the GoPro. Hold on.
Yeah, this is going to make it splashy.
There we go.
Why did they put this?
There we go. That's not making a mess.
Huh.
Everybody loves to see video footage of oil pouring out of an oil pan. Who doesn't like to see oil? Black gold.
Texas tea.
All right. Let that sucker drain for a bit. Go up top, get that filter off. All right, so I got an assortment of little oil filter sockets here that we got from Harbor Freight for like $4. And I was hoping this was gonna work. Doesn't look like it's gonna work. We didn't find another one that fits a little better. All right, ingenuity to the rescue. We got some Gorilla Tape. I've done this before on bolts that you just don't have a socket that fits quite right. Wrap it around the top, tap this on, and it's either gonna work or it's gonna work. There you go. And then what you do is before you take this cap all the way off, go ahead and break this loose, get this off here, take some wiggling, and well, we will get it off. That way we don't end up with this thing stuck on here. All right, so we decided to leave this on here. So scratch what I just said. We're gonna leave this on here until we get this off. I mean, until we put this lid back on. Wow. How long do you think it's been since this thing has had an oil change? That, wow. That thing looks awful. Just awful. Let's get this filter changed out. All right, so the new filter comes with new seals, and there's 4 seals on this. There's a big one right here, O-ring. There's another one right here. There's another one right there. At the very end, there's another one. You want to make sure you pre-lube those with clean oil, put your new filter on, and then stab that sucker in the provided hole, and tighten this bad boy down. All right, let's dump in this Mobil 1 European 040. This will be the first 5 quarts right here. All right, she's all cleaned up. She's got fresh oil. Fluids are full. Unfortunately, even with a fresh, almost 10 quarts of oil, you probably can't see that very well. But this oil is dark. I mean, it's still almost black. That's how neglected this thing was. So I'm not changing the oil again for a little while because it does have fresh oil. Excuse me, fresh oil in it. But these seals were so dry they broke. Like these seals, like so whoever had this, man, I'm sure at some point it was taken care of because otherwise it wouldn't have lasted 250,000 miles. But whoever the last person was to get possession of this thing, just they didn't take care of it. They didn't take care of it at all. So you know, we'll keep wrenching on her, try to make her a little better. We just got the air pressure in the tires checked and inflated to the proper pressure of 29 psi. We're gonna figure out where this goes, put this back, just kind of clean it up a little bit, you know. And I guess we need to source a bumper for this thing. I found one on eBay, but it's like $350. The tires for this thing are $380 for a set of 4. Then we got to pay to have them installed. So, you know, the truth of the matter is, if I go through like I'm doing right now and just keep spending money on this thing because of how much I enjoy driving it, how much I really like this thing, we're going to have more into it we can ever sell it for. This Ancel FX4000 has been invaluable to me when it comes to working on these Mercedes. This is what I use on the S600. This is what I'm using on the ML320. There are not many aftermarket code readers out there that can handle, reasonably priced ones I should say, that can handle reading and clearing all of the complicated system controls on these Mercedes and other European cars as well. This thing does it. So I've already cleared the codes just to see what would come back, and I mean immediately we've got malfunction of the secondary air injection. Hold on, let me try this a little different. All right, so here's the codes. We've got a secondary air injection malfunction, a D28 pressure sensor, a self adaptation of mixture formation for right bank of cylinders is at limit. We've got the same thing for the left bank. We've got malfunction of the EGR recirculation functional chain. We've got efficiency of left catalytic converter inefficient, efficiency of right catalytic converter inefficient. All right, so you got to consider we've got like $1,000 into this thing right now, plus the time and effort going to get it, getting it cleaned up. This is a lot of codes. This is a lot of stuff to deal with, and we haven't even touched the BAS, ESP, ETS, or the ABS. Let's check into that next. All right, so we're going to look at the traction control system, which is the ABS, ESP, ETS, things of that nature. We're going to run a quick diagnostic on this. And we're going to go down to fault codes. Oh my. Okay, here we go again. High pressure return pump. L63 left speed sensor. Right speed sensor. Brake light switch. Terminal 87 under voltage. Fault in the CAN bus communication with component. B24 rotary speed lateral lateral acceleration. CAN bus fault again. Fault in CAN communication with N3. Fault in CAN communication with control unit N15. Fault with CAN. Okay, so we got a lot of steering angle sensor is faulty. Steering angle sensor is faulty again, not initialized. The pre-charging of control module and BS control module not available. Okie dokie. Next, I don't even know if you can see the screen or not. Next, we're going to look at the brake assist and see what codes we've got under here. CAN signal, no reception from traction system. BAS solenoid valve A7 7Y1. In other words, this thing has a ton of problems at the moment. Now, we may be able to clear a code or two by turning the steering wheel all the way to the left until lock, hold it for a second or two, all the way to the right for a second or two. Do it a couple more times just for good measure, because I'm sure this thing has been sitting, I think it was sitting for 4 years, so obviously the battery was dead, and sometimes you gotta do this. Had the same issue with my S600. I think we did this like 3 times, and then we straightened her out, turned the ignition off, and then started it back up again. All right, well, that made no difference. So I got a little sidetracked here, guys. Sam Crack just uploaded a video, so I'm like stuck watching this while trying to diagnose my Mercedes. I'll turn this off before I get demonetized for, so this is not good. I've sat here and tried resetting the steering angle by going all the way left, all the way right. Basically, at the end of the day, this bad boy has got a lot of sensors, a lot of failures. There's a lot of things going wrong. Bad catalytic converters. The air injection pump apparently is not working either. I was really excited about this, and I bought it because it was cheap. You know, at the end of the day, and here's where I'm at right now, and I'm really disappointed. But right now, where I'm sitting, the money I've got invested into it, I'll have to add it up later, but it's got to be, I paid $870 for it. The parts I put into it, the belt, I've probably got around 1,100 in it total out the door, and I think without doing anything to it, we might be able to sell it for 15. That's not much of a profit, but it's a profit. Now we go and we put tires on it, and we start chasing down wheel sensors and the brake light switch and some pressure block or something. There's like 17 codes for the traction control system alone before we even worry about the check engine light. This thing will cost a fortune to put back together. Now, as a winter beater, solid car. No air conditioning. You know, that needs to be fixed too. The air compressor is locked up, so we need one of those. And if you blow the compressor, you need the expansion valve. You need the condenser needs to be replaced, because you probably got shards of metal in that too. So, like, at the end of the day, if this car is not worth putting back together, it's not worth fixing. The tires alone, $400. You know, if someone just needs a winter beater, something just to get around, and they want to fix a thing or two here or there while they're at it, there you go. This thing is perfect for that. With 250,000 miles on it, she runs and drives down the highway just fine. No issues at all. Got a good sounding stereo and a good heater, heated seats that work. No leaks. Solid as hell. I mean, we drove it over 100 miles here with no problem. So I feel confident saying, and it's got a full tank of premium. I just put fuel injector cleaner and a full tank of premium unleaded. So non-ethanol too. So I think at this point, this one is probably best going on down the road to Weird Beard, and you know, maybe it'll make a quick flip. It's Friday. I don't know what day it is for you guys, but it's Friday where I'm at, so maybe we need to take this thing down to him and I'll flip it and try to find something else. If it didn't have 250,000 miles and like 25 codes for CAN bus failures and pumps and these are some expensive parts, you know, maybe we'd spend some more time on it. But by the time I'm done putting this thing back there, we'll be so far upside down and it'll be ridiculous. I mean, I don't mind going a little upside down, but this thing is going to be way, way, way upside down. It's not worth it, man. It's a cheap winter car to get somebody where they need to go. So I guess stay tuned for the next video. Right now, I feel like we're just going to send it down to Weird Beard and let this thing roll on by and try to find something at the auction this coming week. It was fun. It was a fun experience taking the Flood Cadillac all the way to Tulsa, not knowing if it's going to make it or not. Picking up this car, finding it was broken, fixing it on the side of the road. It was a fun experience regardless, but I am not about to go so far upside down on this thing that it becomes insane. So we'll find out in the next video what we did with it. But for now, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate all of you. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed. I will catch y'all very, very soon, and we'll find out the fate of this car in the next one.